Welcome back to the show. I'm Jim Bellacera, sitting with Mark Sansom. And Mark is one of those online entrepreneurs, marketing entrepreneurs. And Mark has developed and found tools that actually have helped him to take his business and his life on the internet to a whole nother level. And he does the same thing for other people. And so what we want to do is we want to talk about, Mark, why would somebody want to actually do business with you? From this perspective, because everybody out there is the guru. You know, I mean, come on. Somebody reads a book and all of a sudden they're the master at online marketing. Yeah. But you've told me some things earlier on in our conversations that we've had that you've done a lot of homework, you've made a lot of mistakes, you spent a lot of money. So help the viewer understand why Mark, to help him or her take themselves online to another level.
I don't believe that anybody can really get to the position of knowing unless you've been there and done it, if you've lived it. It takes thousands of hours of trial and error and money and mistakes, to ever come up with a clear-cut path that works. Especially on the internet, it's confusing for anybody that has been there. You know that you get on the internet and
you get lost.
You get lost immediately. I mean, unless you got a plan written down and you know what you're doing, and so you can spend thousands of an hour. Basically, what you need to do is you have to do a lot of trial and error. It took a lot of time to find out the mistakes, a lot of money, and what I came up with is that time is the essence. You have to have a clear-cut path. So I started to find tools and implement that into my every single day. I needed to figure out a way to cut out the wasted time and get to the point where I've had as much most automated process possible to have the success that I was looking for. So that's got me on the path to creating marketing tools and back office. I noticed that there was a lot of people launching products out there that were good products, but one product standalone really wasn't enough to get you where you're going. And you need more than just one good product to get where you're going. You could have one good product, but if you don't know how to get it in front of people or get traffic to that product, you still don't know where to go.
And so what's really interesting about, just talking to you, because I'm the guy that absolutely doesn't get it. I get lost, confused, and frustrated when I get online. And yet you went through that process of getting lost, confused, but you plowed through it anyway. You spent the money, you spent the needed time, and you've discovered the tools and, as you say, the tools that allow you to waste less time and maximize your success. So if I was to say, okay, I've got all these marketers out there that claim they're the answer person for their online marketing needs, and then I have you in the midst of all of this, why would I pick you over everybody else?
Well, you got to pick the person that you feel the most comfortable with, and I like to, I like to shoot from the hip as a truthful person, and I don't like to throw a lot of fluff in there. I like to tell it like it is. And when I started first having a lot of success after a lot of trial and error, it took a couple of years to really get to know what I was doing and figured out what was the internet lacking in certain spots and where can I improve it to help make it easier on me first. Mm-hmm. And then as I created little tricks and tips for myself, other people started to notice that went to land on pages that I was creating tools for, basically for myself out of necessity. And then they said, oh, well, how do you do that? And I started realizing, hey, my phone's starting to ring off the hook. I started feeling a little bit of success there. And then I realized that, hey, if I was to put this all together and make tools and marketing things, this is what's lacking. A lot of people get out there and they're in a sea of information and they don't know where to start. And there's a lot of automated part out there where nobody can actually contact anybody or call somebody. So I always left my phone number out there, and I left myself open to that which they felt comfortable that they could connect with you on a personal level. And then from there, they would use some of the strategies and tips and things that I've been using for help myself. They would find some good help for themselves. And that was the beginning of where I started out to really start having good success. And then it just blossomed from there.
So at the end of the day, what you're telling me is that you have a proven track record. You've made the mistakes so you can find out how to do it right. And so if somebody picks you to work with you on a one-on-one level and to help them to take their business to another level, that your track record is from all the time that you've spent in the past, that you're not going to deviate from the right tools and the right success patterns, and you're not going to make it up. You're just, because there's a lot of guys, and we'll end with this, but there's a lot of guys out there. I mean, they bought a package from someone, and they think this one way of doing things is going to maximize their success and take them to a whole other level in life online.
Yeah.
And the truth of the matter is, from what I've learned from you, is that there's no one absolute.
Yeah.
There's multiple answers. If you can use them together synergistically, you can get there where you want to go faster, maximize your time spent. Is that right?
Absolutely.
So I'm really glad that you took the time to be a part of the show. And Mark, I every time I hear you speak, I realize the stuff that I don't know, and I'm kind of going to surround myself around you a little bit more than not. Thanks for being a part of this, Mark.
Hey, Dad, thank you.